Alright people, so Tamashii Nations has teased a brand new SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball figure. Now, as we before we even get into what we see in the picture, let's read the caption. A brand new, never before seen release coming to the SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball Z lineup. Full details will be revealed at Tamashii Nations World Tour New York. I'll be there. But let's get into what we see here real quick, and then we'll get into a whole bunch of cool theories, some from myself, some from my man Cyrus, and some from Burst. So, first thing first, we see Namek Grass, right?
Let's talk.
So, what we're gonna do first is just basically spitball a bunch of characters that it could be in relation to Namek, which I think it is. Now, I was talking to one of my homies, and he said that he was hearing people talk about the world of the Kais. Y'all could throw that out immediately. It's way too early for Kai stuff. Supreme Kai planet or related stuff like that. We could throw that out. Buu Saga stuff we could throw out immediately. We still in the Cell / Frieza Saga. The last drippings of Frieza Saga related stuff, and beginnings of the Android Saga / Cell Saga. So y'all could get rid of that thought if y'all thought that. Now, let's talk about the characters on the screen. We have 100% Frieza, right? Alright. I thought personally that was a good guess. That's the first character I thought of, actually. Because we're coming off the heels of, people are now getting their second form Frieza shipments from Premium Bandai. And then next month will be third form Frieza, if I'm not mistaken. I'll correct it in post if it's not. And now we have Lord Slug. Now, Lord Slug, I mentioned this to Burst CG, and he was like, he wasn't sure, because he felt like Lord Slug would get his own separate announcement, but that was just me spitballing with Lord Slug. Namek Saga Vegeta and 100% Frieza, I think, have a much higher likelihood of getting figures. And I guess we could throw in the shirtless Goku that's super buff, in his first appearance as Super Saiyan, but I feel like that would be redundant with the event exclusive for the World Tour in New York, which is that repaint of the Warrior Awakening Goku. Now, we're gonna move forward. This is a picture that Burst ZG sent, and I'm assuming this was like a picture from like the beginning of when we was getting into the Frieza Saga stuff. We have second form Frieza, third form Frieza, or at least sometime during the Namek Saga. We have Vegeta, Namek Saga Vegeta, Nail, Kui, and of course transformed Zarbon. Now, I'm putting these forth because Burst ZG brought this to my attention, and also I think these could also be candidates for whatever is shown, exception of the second form Frieza and third form Frieza. The other four could definitely be candidates for the Namek Saga. Now, Kui and Monster Zarbon I could go without. Nail and Vegeta I'll be fine with. I don't really have a whole lot to say about this because I don't think there will be anybody here at this point in time. I feel like, if anything, these figures should have been released before we started finishing up the Frieza stuff. I feel like these figures should have been released around the time of the Ginyu Force. So, with that being said, I don't really have a whole lot to say about this. But here's my wild card coming up. Meta Cooler. Yes. It's funny because immediately after I thought of Frieza, I was like, who else could it be? I was just trying to remember all the Namek Saga related stuff, and I was like, hold up. Cooler went to Namek, and Meta Cooler is actually one of the characters I really want to get a figure. So I think this would be perfect. It would be perfect for me in terms of my own bias, but hot damn. But then, that's not all. My man Cyrus came with two killer theories. One of them is more of a stretch than the other, but I'm gonna post some pictures on the screen, and it might blow your mind. You might have already caught wind of this, but this really made my Cooler dream almost tangible. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Alright, this is the evidence that the figure in question may indeed be Metacooler. So something that Sayura's told me in the past is that something they'll do often is hint at future releases by posing the figures in certain ways. And as you can see here, we have the event exclusive Goku that's gonna be out on Friday, and I'll be reviewing him on the channel, of course, but he's coming out on Friday. And what better time to reveal the Metacooler than at the time of this Goku's release? Because now you're gonna, when they have him on display, you may look at this Goku, you may even remember this scene like, oh wow, I'll have the Goku to go with that cooler. Now, is it the exact same Goku? No, because you see Goku in both of these pictures has his shirt either on or just completely torn off. It's not the halfway rip. Now, this is spectacular. The only time he hits this pose, seemingly, is in the Cooler movie. So I was like, wow, yeah, definitely. This is probably a humongous hint towards Cooler being the character in question. And of course, once again, it lines up with the Namek grass that they've shown as a hint on the Tamashii Instagram page. But that's not all. Something else Sayura's pointed out, which I think it fits, but I don't think is as strong evidence as this pose right here. So my man Sayura's pointed out that the hair on a new Warrior Awakening Goku has that pearlescent paint, that pearlescent paint, which is to give off that gold glowing effect. And all the pictures, or in most of the movie, he was like, in most of the movie, he had that glowing gold hair. And that would explain the repaint and the timing of it. So everything is lining up perfectly. But there's even one more crazy theory that he had that I think you're gonna have to follow me on this one, but I'm gonna have the pictures up on the screen to go what I'm about to say. So now we have Vegeta on the screen. What the heck does this have to do with anything, Bombastic, you might be asking? But also, not only what does this have to do with anything, but you have third-party stuff on the screen when we're talking about an official release that's about to come out. So this is all Sayura's. He said, a lot of times plans get leaked, and whatever, I guess, factory that is about to produce whatever figures or what have you, right? So he was saying, what if preemptively Kong Studios caught wind that Metacooler, if it is Metacooler that is to be revealed on Friday or during the New York World Tour, what if planned word that Metacooler was about to be released got out? And then right here we have Vegeta from the Metacooler movie, but also on the screen we have the Kong Studios torn armor and spandex. So preemptively, in a way, if this theory is true, which is not confirmed to be true, we could say that Kong preemptively made this Vegeta to go along with that cooler from that movie, because they knew that people would want to probably recreate this scene. So it's an awesome theory. I don't know. It's just not enough evidence to say that it is or isn't true. But goddamn, if it is true, this is like, it lines up perfectly. Damn near. So I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. I don't really know what to say. The theory is awesome. But hey, I would have never seen that coming for sure. That's definitely not a theory I would have thought of. So shout out to Sayura's for that one. And also one last thing, which is Burst ZG said it's the ultimate wild card. What could be the ultimate wild card for Namek? For a Namek hint. Here we go. Right here we have the ultimate wild card for a Namek Saga hint. Or the Namek grass. Moro. Now, we know damn well that this is not going to be a thing. But that would be absolutely insane if it was Moro. I don't even know what I would say. I don't know. I'll be so mixed up with my emotions. I'll be mad. I'll be angry. I'll be happy. I'll be ecstatic. I'm so flustered right now. I'm saying stuff that's redundant. But I don't know, man. This would be absolutely nuts if it was Moro. Now we know if we're putting money on it or putting our lives on it, if we was to make a bet, we know it's not Moro because it can't be. It's way too early. First of all, we didn't even really get back to Super Content, and then also we know that 9 times out of 10 they're not gonna do a Moro figure until the anime comes back, and then also, like I said, way too early, way too early. It'll just be. I'm sure they'll be able to do this figure much more justice in however many years from now that this is gonna be released, if it is released, which I think it will be. But we know 9 times out of 10 manga stuff is not going to be touched until really it's adapted into an anime. If it's adapted into an anime, which I think it will be. But with that being said, that that really threw me for a loop. I don't know. Well, I guess we don't have much longer to wait on Friday, or hopefully they have it on display by Friday. You know, I'll be able to go there in person. Maybe get some recording for y'all, or some video footage, and just let you know how the experience was, you know? But until next time, peace out.